Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We have a special this month for all of our seasonal scents, fragrances, and whatnot. 25% off in the shop for everything like Santa's Tree Farm. We got our candy cane, candy corn, all the stuff that you'd hear in the movie Elf. Except syrup. We don't have syrup, but maybe that's something we'll add next year.
Ooh, a maple syrup.
So swing on by. We got that on sale through the end of the month, and that's our 25% off sale. Plus, we have other items in our sales list as well, so swing on by and check that out. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for stopping by. We got Fuji here to say hi to everyone. She's got a little camera shy on us. She's like,
I'm not going to look at that camera.
She says,
I'm not.
What's that? What is that? Huh? Oh, thank you.
I think we're both kind of distracted.
Yeah. I see. That's my mesmerizing. See, you guys, this podcast will go right by, because you're too busy staring at my flashing lights. Pretty impressive, huh? I'd done it up a little differently because I got my holidays confused, but I decided to take off my bunny ears that were going along with it.
I call you Santa Bunny.
Don was asking Jimmy what he fed me this morning because I was acting a little bizarre.
Well, like we said, we're tame for the camera.
Yeah, I took off my bunny ears. We weren't going to sing Santa Bunny. But, So
this week's segments include, I cut you off again.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Farm happenings, what's cooking, in the coop, squeal like a pig, in the arena, and roundup.
Yeah, and I guess, because we did the picking of the farm, but that's going to be part of in the coop anyways, kind of, sort of. So, yep. Let's get it underway. I guess we'll do a Fuji update, huh? Farm happenings, Fuji update. Our Chihuahua here. It's got lymphoma that we're going through chemo with, so let's tell everybody what the latest is.
The nose.
You can see she's feeling pretty good, except for when she gets on camera, huh? Says, I don't do that video stuff. She likes cameras. She doesn't like movie cameras.
Yeah.
Because she can see herself. She's like, I gotta look at myself.
So she had her blood work this week, and the numbers were good. So Thursday we had chemo, and so far so good. She's had a couple kind of just blah days from it, but not...
Well, not even days. It was like just part of the day. She just kind of looked like she was... But no, she's doing okay. We haven't had any issues.
This is a long acting, so the oncologist is giving 18 days, so we don't go back for... Till
right around New Year's or right after New Year's. So, and this is one that we did here at home, so we didn't have to go down to do the 3-hour drive to get to the oncologist, but... that's good. So we'll that'll get us through the holidays, and then we'll take a trip down there, and that's the next one. So far so good. She's trying to hide now. She's burrowing into Don's
into my elbow. Roll in.
Do you want to come to Daddy? Would that be better?
So I think she just wants down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Fuji is off and running. She go make herself comfortable on the couch now.
Yep.
So what else we got in farm happenings?
Oh no, I have it so high up I'm lost.
Oh yeah. Why did you do that?
Because it was long. That's your wife.
That's my wife for me. I guess my wood.
Your wood.
Yeah, that's like that's kind of like a flown the coop almost, but I'll do that under farm happenings. So isn't that kind of like a flown the coop?
Is it done?
The wood part is done. Now the last piece, well, I'll kind of get to that. Last week I was showing how to actually clear coat the butcher block. I'd made a butcher block board and was clear coating that because I'm using that as part of the extension table on my table saw. replacing the one that was on there that was, that came with it when I bought it. I bought it used, and so the person that had it before me had built this thing, and it really went, I'm kind of picky. Ask her, I'm picky. And eventually, okay, I wanted to update that, and I had this old butcher block board that we inherited from a family friend that actually was Dawn's Santa, and a good friend of hers since she was a kid. But actually before, because she worked with Dawn's dad. Yeah. And then I became friends with him. We'd gone and went to a couple NASCAR races in Phoenix and stuff. So he really very good guy, close. Very, he's a character, but unfortunately he passed away 4 years ago. And so I had inherited this from him, and so I had it sitting around, and I was looking to update my table saw table because it was irritating me the way it was. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll do this. So I went through the process of widening it up. So I added some more maple onto it, and I showed 2 weeks ago, the sanding it down, getting it ready to clear coat. Last week I went through, gave you a play-by-play on the clear coating and getting that ready, but I hadn't completely finished buffing it out and polishing it up. Well, I did that this weekend. I got it all cleaned up.
Because I just buffed the wood. I'm sorry.
Pauly Shore here.
Yes. Thank you. At least we didn't have that thing.
Yes, Son-in-Law, that great movie Son-in-Law, where he's out doing square dancing on the farm.
Sorry, side tangent there.
Yeah, I'm just out there buffing the wood. See what I mean? We're taming it down here, so... But anyway, so I got that got it all polished up, and I started taking apart, because there's a lot of stuff attached to it. There's the fence, which keeps your work straight when you're running it through the same. That whole fence had to come off, and then I unbolted the old board, and I had to make some adjustments. So I'm still working on that. I don't have it completely done yet. I have it sitting on top, and I thought I would get some pictures of that so you can kind of see where it's at and kind of what I'm doing with it. But it's funny, now it looks too nice. I'm like, if I left it all, the way it was, kind of, worked over and had some stains on it and stuff, and, if I left it like that, it wouldn't be so bad. But now I've got it looking too nice, and I'm thinking, it's really just some time. It actually looks really nice. So once I get it all back together and working, I'll use it. I'm thinking, wow, that looks too nice. It's like a brand new car. Don't want to get the scratch. You like that new car smell. So I'm wondering how long that new car smell is going to last on my table saw before I actually start doing, because I use that as kind of a work area too. I'll glue up stuff when I'm putting, things together, and that's just kind of a work area. And so we'll see how long the new car scent lasts on my table saw top there, but it actually turned out really nice. It looks good. So
well, just think, if you do scratch it or get stuff on it, you could just sand it all down and redo this whole process.
Yeah, I actually buff the wood some more and get it looking nice again. But with 5 coats of the polyurethane clear coat, it's actually going to be pretty durable. So, and I don't beat on my equipment, so it should be okay to last me a while. It looks nice, so that's the main thing. I'm just thinking, that looks too nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that, but yeah, I will, because I like using my saw, so I like playing with my wood.
And before I forget, I'm wearing my Stephen West Rockefeller. It was a mystery in 2012, and it was done, the burgundy color is done with some Nitpicks gloss. And then the pink is peppermint
bark.
Thank you.
I remember
you
because you were doing that in the summertime. You had gotten that at the Christmas, and then you were knitting this up. I think it started in like April or May. Yeah. And so you were talking about the peppermint bark, and the person that died, who was the
Cakewalk? Yeah,
Cakewalk. She was like, everybody's asking for the peppermint bark, and Christmas in July.
But her dye job is so unique. It's speckled.
It's got little flecks of color, and
Yeah, it had to be something special. So.
It's funny because I remember it because everybody was like, "Ooh, peppermint bark," it's like off season. But I remember you doing that. That was.
I'm glad you remember.
I remember. My mind is not completely gone. It's getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. So
the next thing is what I've been doing this week is baking. Jimmy and I have been really baking, and I used to do Treat Tuesday for his work every week, but you went to the new place and I tried it, and they really didn't.
It didn't go over well, and it was more of a. It was.
Ended up more of a pain. So.
Well, yeah, it's more internal work issues than. We were more of a team at the old place. The new place it's getting more like that. But when I first came in, I tried Treat Tuesday, and it went over really. And it's like, it's not worth it then if nobody's going to enjoy it. So
so he's got a couple of the people he's been pulling into.
Yeah, I've been rebuilding my team again, and so
they're like.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, where's Treat Tuesday? And I'm like, okay, well, seeing that you're asking, I'll go ahead and I'll try and talk Dawn into firing up the oven there. So
yeah, so we made some persimmon cookies because the persimmons came from work, and then pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and now we're going to move into what's cooking because I whipped these up really quick. Yeah, I mean, it is like a quick recipe. It's 10 minutes prep time and 25 minutes to bake. And it's gingerbread brownies. And this is from Paleo, oh shoot, what was the link? I'll find it, paleo.com or something like that. But there's two other initials with the paleomg.com.
It'll be in the show notes.
So you use 13 dates. I use the medjool. Is that how you say it?
I don't.
Some funky date with an M. A fourth a cup coconut oil, 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons molasses, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 4th cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons coconut flour. See, only 2 tablespoons of that. 4th cup teaspoon cloves, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 4th teaspoon baking soda, 4th teaspoon baking powder, a pinch of salt, and grease your pan with the coconut oil.
And you missed the 2 teaspoons of powdered ginger.
Oh.
You skipped over that. So 2 teaspoons of powdered ginger.
It'll be linked in the show notes. Well, you're supposed to have a food processor, so I put it in my Vitamix, the stuff to get it all ground up, and, I'm like... Heat your oven to 375? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And get your 8x8 inch pan, grease that, and I threw all the ingredients together, got it mixed up. I'm hurrying because I wanted it baking. I like the smell of baking for when he gets home, and because I'm weird. So it was about, I think, pulling out of the oven when you got home.
It came out right about the time I got home.
Jimmy's all excited because it's gluten free. Because of the it's pretty much carb free because. Well, it's not bad carbs. So, so then, I go, oh, honey, look at, this is where we have this smell-o-vision. Sorry, we haven't got the taste-o-vision down yet.
Don't lick your screen.
Look how pretty, they came out, they smelled good, and it's like, this is a good brownie,
They taste good. They taste really, really good.
They do taste good, but... you need to pit your dates.
Before they go into the food processor.
I didn't know dates had pits. I've never had a date besides you. So these are the crunchy variety. Yeah, these will break your teeth.
Yeah, so pit your dates before you put it in. Taste-wise, it's really good.
Yeah, it tasted so good.
I took the first bite and I'm...
Right. And Jimmy's like, that? What's the crunch? Is there nuts? And
what is that? That is not a nut because it's not breaking. I don't have Vitamix.
They're big pits, too.
Yes, I know.
I was wondering what that clunk was in the mixer.
So, if you do this at home, pit your dates before you put them in the fruit. So, next one. They actually taste really good. The flavor is really, really good. It's just, this batch is a little challenging. It's like, Easter egg hunt. You got to find the little things and pluck them out. So. But yeah, flavor-wise, it's good. Excellent.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. It's,
This
it's
goes
funny.
with our story of the 11 tablespoons of onion salt.
There's garlic salt.
Garlic salt. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When we were first married.
It's one of these recipes we'll talk about for a long time, just because, if everything goes smoothly, what's the fun in that? But you get date pits mixed in with your brownies. I mean, you remember it.
Well, that is for if you're dieting. You got to take tiny bites.
Yeah, this slows you down. You can't just. Yeah, that's it. For those that are looking to have a little bit of,
curb your desire.
A little bit of resistance, so you can't just scarf them all. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But
and why do they? At least a date is a, and when it's dry is a date. But why is it a plum is a prune and a raisin a grape? Why?
We had this discussion this morning, and it is
I was like,
what
okay,
it is.
Is a date a fig or a fig a date? Those are two separate things. Too.
Yeah.
Google. Love Google.
If you'd only use it sometimes.
I know, huh?
I'm usually the one that has to Google when she has a question, because she won't use Google.
I don't think of it.
I know. I try and tell her, this is Google. You don't need to remember anything. You just punch it in Google, and it tells you.
Yep.
So, good flavor, though.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy
really
that.
yummy.
And you were excited to get the coconut flour, because that was one of the things that you were looking for, and you came across it at Target, I think.
Yeah, Target has it.
And so,
they have all kind of weird, funky flour,
paleo foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Woo!
So that was your first crack at using the coconut flour. So
Yeah.
I'm getting comfortable
Getting
here.
comfy, So, yeah, did I even go into
No, you didn't go into the actual
detail? You can read it.
Step 2, place 13 pitted dates.
By the way, I have a reading issue.
You have a what?
I just look at the ingredients. I throw it all together.
You get the temperature, the ingredients,
That's all
mix
that
it,
matters.
pour it, and you're
How
done.
long?
Huh?
Yeah.
See, that's why it makes it fun when she's cooking.
Yeah, but then we get stories like this.
Yeah, I know.
Picture dates.
For your entertainment. This was strictly for your entertainment. And our chuckle throughout the year, because we're going to always talk about those brownies that had the date pits in them.
Yep. So, moving on into the coop.
Into the coop? What do you got in the coop?
I worked on my... Well, I have some finished things, and I can't show them. I just... Ugh! But, so... I worked on my Scrappy Happy blanket, and I did 10 squares on this.
I fill in the other corner now.
Yeah, I'm starting... I have the whole... I guess I could show...
It's...
I have this whole side. I don't know if you can see. This whole part of the triangle.
Is it going my way?
No, I guess so.
Yeah, it's
huge.
It's a big blanket.
So now I'm coming, because that whole side of the triangle is filled in. So now I'm coming this side, which I have a long way to go. And I did 10. I don't even know where they're at.
Oh.
I know they're all on this side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some of
how many squares you have. No, you probably.
Well, I counted that I did 10. They're all right here. There's fresh from the cauldron, and then a couple from Knitgram. So, yeah.
Coming along.
So, yeah, I worked on that a little bit.
Because you can get, you do a little quick knit and have kind of a mini finished object there.
Yeah.
Every little square you do is a kind of like a project in and of itself.
But it's so huge that, and I have to have it wrapped and wound. You can see how thick this.
It keeps you warm while you're knitting. Huh?
Yeah. So there's that, and then I can't show this yet. Then I have my elf Buddy the Elf. This is Spinning Fates yarn. I don't think she's dying anymore. In her Tula sock. And it's the Buddy the Elf.
Just in time for Christmas?
Yeah. Haven't really been working on them. I think I only worked on it last night. So, did a little bit.
Is that what stitch marker do you have on that?
It's a vintage rose candy cane.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm seeing it in the little mirror on our camera. I'm like, what is that? It looked like a little man with arms, and I'm like, is that Buddy the Elf sitting there?
Wow,
Don't
if
mind
someone
me.
made Buddy the Elf stitch markers.
Yeah, I know.
I would buy it.
I know.
Then,
So I thought you might have had it.
oh. then,
Your progress on your...
my red blanket.
Your...
I had this written on Flown the Coop because I was going to finish this week. I had to erase that off Flown the Coop. Because I listened to that book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
I mean, I heard that when I said because.
Yeah.
Much better than
The movie? You just don't like the flying monkeys.
No. And it still kind of bugged me in the book.
And it's funny how they have Wizard of Oz kind of inserted into Christmas time now. It seemed like...
Yeah,
so.
why? Ugh. So, you can see from my stitch marker that I did quite a bit.
Stitch
Whole
marker
skein
up.
at least up. And I have this much more. This is Grandma's favorite dishcloth pattern.
And that much yarn.
Yeah. One thing I've always mentioned on here is measure your skeins. Because I had 4 skeins of this. It's Red Heart, Light and Lofty in the wine colorway. Jimmy got this for me when at least 10 years ago. And I've never, because it's thick and it's thick and thin, and I thought, I don't know what to make with it, but I wanted to make something for me, or for us, and weigh your yarn. It don't go with what the label says. And I didn't.
And here's another thing. If you have 4 skeins and you get to the middle, if you get to using up 2 skeins, then that's where you should start coming back in.
But I wanted 2 extra rows just in the center.
This is what 2 extra rows looks like, is about this much yarn, especially across the center. I think
still, that's quite a bit. That's more than 2 extra rows. Yeah.
You should have started from the smaller skeins and then worked up to the bigger ones.
I never measured any of them.
I know. See.
Why?
See.
Measure, weigh.
See, because then we'd have nothing to talk about, right?
So I'm like, oh
date
my
pits
gosh.
and shortage on
so
the
you
yarn.
checked Walmart, you checked
I
Joann's.
ran around town looking to see if there was any place that carried this Light and Lofty in the wine color and they don't have anything.
It was on the Walmart website.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they didn't have it anywhere locally so that she could finish this. So we just ordered it online, and they'll deliver it to the store sometime by Christmas. So at some point in time, we'll actually you'll actually get another skein, and hopefully it'll be close enough where it doesn't.
And this is just so perfect. Look at it's in my nitty witty shell bag, and it's just like the exact perfect red. Yeah, I'm just so happy. I think that will be its home when it's.
Just leave it in the joy bag because it's full of joy.
It's full of joy. I just love Christmas. It's 10 more days.
I know. She's counting down. She is a big kid, so you were decorating even more over the last week too.
Yeah.
So you've been
decking the halls.
Yes.
Boughs of holly. No, fra ra 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 ra.
Yeah, Christmas Story. Got to have that. Got to have the
Christmas
duck.
musical, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still distracting me.
Am I still? Should I turn this off?
No.
There.
No, I like it on.
See, it's mind blowing. I just push my temple and it turns on.
Okay, so you already covered your maple butcher block. Our puzzle.
Puzzle.
Our puzzle. So that's another thing that's been really distracting me. Because the rule is you can't go by that table without finding a piece.
Yeah, if you go towards the front door, you have to at least find a piece before you can leave. So.
Well, we've had quite a few ups deliveries. So
yeah, well, it's funny because our usually like during the regular time of the year, our ups delivery comes about maybe 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Lately, it's been, it gets
after 7.
Sun goes down at 5, and he's been coming in after 7. So it's like completely dark out there, and
well, because
so
we're rural.
Yeah,
It's not like drinking.
and so we have to kind of keep an eye out for him and whatnot. So when we're expecting it, we'll go in and we'll do puzzle until he gets there. But yeah, he's been getting there really late. Of course, the other day he came a little earlier, but
yeah, because I had the gates shut. He always does that.
Yeah.
Because I was going to open them later because he's been coming later.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Just the way it goes.
So did you take a picture?
Yes, I got a picture. We got a picture of the puzzle in action, actually where we're at right now. So, because you showed the box last week, and we had just barely had, we were working on the outside edge.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
And the birds, so it's coming along. It's challenging.
Yeah.
Nothing like a lot of weight on there. We're still missing one edge piece, which is frustrating. It's like we're going to come across it, and
I think Treble stole it. Because he likes grabbing the pieces and throwing them off.
Yeah, maybe I should look under the table. Maybe there's some pieces under the table over there that is our missing edge piece. We're one piece missing, and I think I've gone through every single piece that's on the table, and nothing looks right. So it'll show up though.
Yep. So, picking on the farm.
Oh, okay, that was it. Yeah, Christmas time. It's always a joy. Well, every year we do a photo card that we send out to, family and whatnot, friends. And this year we had been talking, we got snow. Well, we can go and take a trip up to the snow. And, because usually we do it around on the farm here somewhere and, by the tractor out in front or, and I thought, let's do something different. We'll go up to the snow. Well, last week Jimmy was really
snotty,
congested, and I'm like, we don't really need to get him out in the snow, and so we'll just do it inside. We'll do it photo studio style. And this is, I'm like, okay, and they're thinking, he's gonna pull all the equipment out,
because he does every year.
But see, the better yet, I have a little photo studio now, and we'll just use that. I didn't have to do too much, but it's always entertaining when we get to do family portraits and pictures and stuff. But but the difference is every year before this, it's always, I set up the camera on the tripod. I get it all focused in, I get them situated, and then I push timer, and we go start. We got 10 seconds. I got to run over, I got it situated, get everybody staring at the cameras. It counts down, flash, and then I get it up. Then I come around and I'm like, okay.
No,
good.
Somebody wasn't looking.
Yeah,
or somebody blinked. Or Fuji wasn't looking at the camera.
And so the last year, over the last year, I got some new toys. I actually mentioned it on the Pickin' on the Farm, which is my little wireless remote. I bought one of these for my camera to remotely fire my studio strobes because I had used a cable. And, I dragged this 25-foot cable attached to my camera, and you try not to trip over it. And I thought, I saw this on eBay, and I thought, I got to get one of those. I'm like, the $20 and free shipping. I'm like, how can you go wrong with that? And then it's completely remote, and I got it, and I loved it. I mean, this is the cat's meow. How you like that one? I thought, this is great. I love it. I'm going to get another one because it functions not only as a remote studio strobe, but it also functions as a remote trigger. So you have to get one setup for your studio strobes and one separate setup to fire your shutter on your camera. And there's little switches on here, so you can get like 16 different things if you had that many that you wanted to. 16 different things attached to different remotes so that you're not firing everything off all at once. Well, this year with our family portrait, I had it set up. I brought the camera out. Here's my little thing. I got one that goes to the studio strobes, and then this one's actually the remote trigger because it's got a cable there. and it goes into the camera, and you have to have that to fire off the shutter on the camera. But this year, I'm not running back and forth between the camera and the setup, so I'd actually spend more time getting us all kind of situated.
He has markers on the ground as to where
I put tape on there. It's just so I know everybody knows where they're supposed to be, and so I get all it set up, and I get us positioned, and I just click the button, and whoosh, and the thing flashes. And it's funny, it's because so we were going through, and we'll go, and I'm flashing and getting all of the different pictures, and we'll take a break, and we'll go look back on the laptop because it's a little hard to see on that the little window on the camera. So we bring them up, and okay, we got to go back and do some more, but everything's all set up, and I don't have to mess around. We get there, but I was coming out, and Donna and Jimmy were still over there talking, and I had the remote, so I can just start flashing it all the way across the house, so I can see what they're saying about there, at least staring at me when I'm across the house. So I'm firing the flash, and they're probably surprised the first time.
Doesn't it go like 1,000 feet?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. It's like 600 feet range on this thing, so I could set it up and fire it, from a long distance. And what?
I was seeing the battery thing on the camera.
Oh, we're good. Okay. No, we're good. I'll talk faster.
See, that is like what you say with the gas in the car. Oh, it's good. That's just the light flashing.
Have we ever run out of gas?
No.
Thank you very much. That's so back to the camera stuff. But so this is a great little thing to have. So if you got a camera and you're doing family photos, this you need that remote. It definitely helps. And they were rolling their eyes. Oh, studio picture. But at least I had it all actually set up because I use that as a backdrop. I just changed our backdrop on my backdrop support thing from Wolf Farm. Product photography, which I talked about. I had to change out that, and then I put on our different backdrop. So, So we got that all done, and that was kind of fun because we get some really goofy faces, and it's like you got 3 people and a dog. Who's not going to be doing the right thing when you fire that shutter? Because I'm kind of standing as a group, and I can't see everybody. So I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Put a bag of cheese hanging from the camera on the front because Fuji loves Swiss cheese. So I'm like, Fuji, where's the cheese? And she'll perk up. Flash, Then you got to give her a little reward because she's doing the right thing. But we get some pretty goofy shots in there.
And thank God for digital photography. Because we used to
take
the whole roll.
Yeah, we do this on film and run it up to Walmart and so really get that back. And
these stink. Oh, we got to do a whole other roll.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because we did this like yesterday morning, got it all shot, got it all we figured out which one looked the best out of there, got it all edited and cropped and online, to Walmart because we use Walmart to get our Christmas cards done up and you find the right one. And we had it printed. It was all ready by 4 o'clock. So within 5 or 6 hours, we went from them rolling their eyes that they have to go do studio pictures with me, and then all the way to okay, it's ready to pick up. So
still need
digital's great. Yeah, I'm gonna pick them up today. I just didn't have it in my plans yesterday to run back up there because they're saying, oh, well, because it's such a large order, it won't be done until, tomorrow after 4 p.m. I'm like, okay, well, I got some time. So I can get busy on other projects like my butcher block table. I can go out and actually finish that. So, but yeah, they had it done really quick, but it was fun. I'm glad this definitely helped, just whoosh.
Makes you want to go in there and do some more.
Yeah, do you want to? So that was my picking on the farm, and yeah, if you're trying to do family portraits, definitely remote is the way to go. So.
Yep. So I was seeing where we're at.
Where are we at?
Squeal like a pig.
All right.
This week, Squeal like a pig is So For You. Courtney keeps tweaking me. She had done a contest in her shop for a small bag and a large bag, and I won, and I picked the small bag. It was in her shop, and then she's making the large bag out of some different fabric. I'm going to send it when she has time because she's pretty busy right now with custom orders and stuff. But this is the small bag I chose. Look at it, it's cows.
Christmas cows.
Christmas cows. And in the inside is candy canes, my favorite candy. So there's her tag. So for you. You know, and the cow, one of them, he's holding a little dog and, you know, cookies. And it's just adorable and so well made. So, really cool. And this is what my little elf sock is in. Mm-hmm. And then if you know, if you've listened for a while, the whole story about cows, how I walk like a cow. So, yeah, broke my leg walking like a cow.
Yeah. That's my redhead.
Yeah. My kitchen used to be all cows.
Used to be.
Used to be. Now it's sunflowers. So, you got a squeal like a pig.
I got a squeal
and I got a squeal like a pig.
Yeah.
And your squeal like a pig.
Yeah, I got sent a pattern from Leslie, which is Tinker on Ravelry. Sent me a hat pattern. The
Nordless hat.
Yeah, the Nordless hat
by Malini Designs, and it's Nordless is the Norwegian word for northern lights or aurora borealis. So I'm gonna get a good picture of it here.
Yep. So it's a little different than the hat patterns I've done before because it's got some color work in there. So that'll be something new when I get to it. But
it'll be neat choosing the colors. It'd be kind of neat if you could get like a rainbow striping yarn, you know, and then with the black, you know, because aurora borealis is.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Funky.
Not that you would really wear a
rainbow color. Well, we'll find some colors that work, but that'll be interesting because I haven't done any of the color work yet, so it'll be fun. But.
And then she sent me.
So thank you. I mean, that's
the Romby by Terry Crews. Oops. And this is a cardigan. She don't look very happy to be wearing that, does she? So, perfect little cardigan, you know, springtime or even winter, you know, over a long sleeve shirt. It's just like the perfect pattern, you know, that you could wear a lot.
It's kind of what they look like when I say it's studio time for Wolf Farms.
She's like, oh crap, would you get done taking my picture? I hope this isn't the designer. So, thank you so much, Leslie. That was a big surprise this week.
Yeah.
And
much appreciated.
Oh, it even has a little bit of a design on the back. I hadn't noticed that. Like a little bit of a make you dizzy. So.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So thanks.
So that was you just said it.
I said
that was the same word I was going to use.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
How you say it in Danke?
Danke.
Gracias. That's about it. Oh, she, me.
Vielen Dank.
Yeah,
Many thanks. We get the multilingual Wolf Farm podcast going here. Woohoo.
So, and then we got some Christmas cards from Laura Mag and Knit Psycho. So that's fun. I love getting mail. I love Christmas time.
We've been doing the Christmas movies off and on throughout the whole week. And fit them in there.
October, November, and December.
It's Christmas on the farm.
Yep. You got to spread it out. You got to enjoy it. Not just
you enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
She counts down. Yes. Believe me. She is the biggest kid.
I'm the big Advent. Yeah, Jimmy's like, no, because I'm like, don't you want to go do the Pooh Bear Advent? Because I got a Pooh and Tigger Advent calendar thing that you put the little.
See, that's what I need to do with my wood. I need to make a little wooden Advent calendar with little doors on it.
With the doors, and then you can.
Got all that wood I got to do something with.
Yeah, good idea. Get busy. Yeah. You're late. Yeah.
I know.
We're ready for next year.
Yeah, next year. It's a year-long project.
So you heard it here.
Yeah.
You have to check back next year if you didn't.
Well, that'll be a work in progress in the coop, right? As I work on it. Do a little bit out of maple and do some inlays. Yeah, got the gears turning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So then in the arena in the arena this week, I watched a new podcast. It is called Me and My Dog and Some Yarn. And it's with Kim, and her Ravelry name is Black Horse. This podcast is on YouTube and on her blog, and she has 9 episodes. And so she had contacted me to join her Ravelry group. I think that's how I found it. And I'm like, wow, 9 episodes. So I had a marathon of her. So she was just going all day long. So it's really, I loved seeing her dog too. And so really good podcast, and she is just so nice. And so go give that a watch. She also has a Etsy store called Black Horse Fashion. So she has some, I did. Yep, I do. She has some project bags, Christmas project bags, and she shows on her patterns. She shows on her podcast vintage things, like vintage patterns. Each week it's a different vintage magazine that she collects, from antique stores, or vintage needles. And so it's really interesting, and then she'll show the different patterns, and it's neat that you can still wear that now, how certain styles come back.
The retro.
Yeah. So here's her, she's a Texas girl. Black Horse Fashions. So this is her Etsy store. And one thing I would like to hear is why she called Black Horse. Does she have a black horse? I wonder, what is that? Wondering Minds Want to Know?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Is that the right cyan?
Mm-hmm. That's cyan.
That's a cyan? So go give Kim a look-see. So
cool.
Pretty cool. And then our Hatchin' It is going strong for December. That's any project, sewing, weaving, knitting.
Yeah, I'm sure crocheting. A lot of people have a lot of extra projects going because of the season. So, I'm sure that's we're going to see more just because everybody's trying to finish it up for the Christmas,
Hanukkah, and
all of the holiday festivities and gifts that go around. So,
and then we have our soccer along. That's going to be ending in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is the finale. This has been going on for 4 months now. Yeah. So this is the big shebang. Woo!
Shebang, shebang. La 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 la.
So that's coming right along. So if you got socks that you're finishing up, add those in over there. You might get some prizes. We got some really good prizes for that.
We got some bird leg bags, and fishnets yarn, and
we got a lot of good stuff that you could win for that.
So roundup.
Is that the roundup? Are we almost there? Okay. Well, I said don't forget we got our seasonal stuff on sale, 25% off in the shop through the end of December. We still have our Fuji Fight Like a Girl buttons that you can get in the shop as well. And you saw Fuji earlier, and you can always see Fuji. And we got a couple of Fuji buttons here. We also have our Wolf Farm Video Podcast button. You can get one of those for free. With any paid order at Wolf Farms, just put in the comment section when you're checking out that you would like us to send one along. And if Dawn's pulling your order, you're guaranteed to get one. If I'm doing it, hopefully I've learned my lesson and you'll get it as well. But usually she's pulling the order. So, just put that in the comment section and we'll make sure you get one. So,
yep, and I wanted to mention Rosie Retro. Ever since Fuji has been going through her chemo, she's donating 100% of the money from the stitch markers she sells to help with Fuji's costs. And so I wanted you to show you. These are linked every week, even if I don't happen to mention them. There's the drops, and then she has the rings.
Yeah, there's a number of very generous people that are helping out with that. So
Fishnets has a Fight Like a Girl self-striping colorway that she's donating a part of the proceeds to Fuji's care. And the Knitter's Nightmare might still have some of the Fuji apple kits.
Yeah, she was like down to the last. Yeah, this was last week, so
Yeah.
I don't know. She may still have some of those, but those.
Yeah,
those
check
are
out her shop, knittersnightmare.com.
So we appreciate that and all the help that we've gotten from the our good friends for donating portions of the proceeds, and those that have bought the Fuji buttons and everything. We really appreciate all of that. We're just very thankful for the season. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
So
It's me.
it's your line.
Until next time.
Let's get cracking
And hatch and knit.
Bye, y'all.